state on that project, and particularly the support we've gotten from our Congress members here in Washington State, Kathy McMorris Rogers and Dan Newhouse. I appreciate their support for our education plan. But now, and the focus of this video, is we're launching our next policy plan, and this is the Washington State GOP's plan to fight crime. And in many ways, this may be the issue most people contact us about. We all know that the statistics on crime and violent crime in our state are just off the charts. The murder rate in Washington has almost doubled. The property crime rates are all up across the board. Car crimes, car thefts, especially, have become commonplace in a terrible way. And so what we have done at the State Republican Party is put together some of the best ideas about how to fix these problems. And that's the good news. We can fix this trouble with rising crime rates in Washington. We just have to be brave enough to tell the truth about the problem and courageous enough to do what's required to fix it, to address it. And what does that mean? Well, basically, there's a lot we can talk about, but there are sort of 5 key points. And those 5 points are, first, our public policies and law have to protect citizens. Second, we have to get back to actually prosecuting criminals, something our justice system, our court system in the state has fallen away from. Third, we need to support practical and effective rehabilitation. Rehab is key because we want to save broken people. We want to help broken people return to a productive and good life. Fourth, we need to champion law enforcement. For too long, we've been handcuffing, limiting, restricting, binding our sheriff's deputies and our police officers around the state. Now, that was in reaction to some things that happened in the news a few years ago, some episodes where police officers in other states acted badly or acted violently. But frankly, the pendulum swung too far in response to those bad episodes, those unfortunate things, against good police officers, good law enforcement professionals here in our state, in Washington. So we've got to champion law enforcement, not disparage law enforcement. The time of this cheap anti-cop rhetoric, it's over. We need to get back to enforcing the law. And then the 5th point, and this is really what it all comes down to, is we need to restore safe neighborhoods. Now, you hear people talk about public safety in a kind of academic way. You hear people talk about community organizing again in a kind of political and academic way, but real people live in neighborhoods. They live with neighbors. They live among people they know. And we've got to return the focus of our laws and our public policy in this state to really focusing on restoring those neighborhoods to a safe place, to a place where kids can ride their bikes, to where a couple of kids playing basketball can walk down the street to a court and shoot around, and do the things that good neighborhoods, that neighborhoods at their best are all about. Neighbors knowing neighbors, neighbors helping neighbors, watching out for each other, and everyone trusting local law enforcement to keep the peace and keep society civil. These are the things that Washington State was built on. It's one of the reasons we're one of the best places in the nation to live. And we can get back there. We can get away from the violence and the crime of the last few years. We can restore our safe neighborhoods. We can fight crime in Washington. We can improve quality of life. And we will do it. This is a problem that was made by bad policy. It can be fixed by good policy. And for the rest of this month, we're going to be talking about the details of what that good policy to fight crime in Washington is all about. So that's the update for this week. You know, fighting crime, restoring safe neighborhoods, these things unify everyone. And these are the policies that we pursue here at the Washington State Republican Party. Look for more information about our plan to fight crime in Washington over the coming weeks, and I'll be talking with you again next week. Have a great week.